Sure, every big league parent can relate. First pitch of the night from Bassitt to Adam Frazier is high for ball one, and we're under. The former Pirate. And that one's fouled off the mask of Mazika, and it's
hasn't fared well against the Mariners. He's 1-4 in those 12 starts with a 3-point.
The opening inning. And the fastball catches the inside corner of strike two. They were cheering on the grounds crew. 2-2 from Bassitt. And he leaves that one up and away, and Frazier stopped the 3-2 coming to Frazier. And it's lifted out to left center. Back goes Nimmo. Plenty of room. And that's the first out of the night. 4 for 10 in his career against Bassitt. And the former Padre takes a strike. Last night there was a
slider away and was sitting out in that outside half.
And the curveball swung and missed, and it's 0-2. And Bassitt takes care of him with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. 3:30 coming into the day. And the cutter misses up and away for ball one.
Go 1 for 4 last night with 3 strikeouts.
It's fouled off the left side, and Escobar will watch it go out of play. 1-1.
There weren't a whole lot of hits in.
So it goes. 1-1 to Crawford. It's in tight, and it's
got him. Got him.
Did it hit him?
I think it.
That's not en route to a 1 for 4.
He snuck in a base hit, but he had men on base twice, and he swung.
And that slider sits high, and it's Nationals. And that's a strike on the corner. 2-1.
The Angels took a 1.
And Suarez takes a strike. Cutter by the whole Jesse Winker as heel saga. The curveball misses inside. Bassitt thought maybe he had it.
No, that backed up.
And there's ball 4, so he comes right back to the breaking ball, and he walks Suarez to put 2 men aboard for Winker. And Winker takes that cutter up and in for ball 1.
He's not going anywhere. Shouldn't.
Well, I think it's more about trying to keep him from scoring on a base hit.
But still
behind on Winker, 2-0. And he misses badly, and now it's 3-0.
All of a sudden, Bassitt has lost the command. Got off to a quick start. 2 quick outs. Taking. I think he wants a fastball away.
And he catches the inside corner with the fastball, and now it's 3-2. Runners get set to go. 3-2 coming to Winker, and a curveball bounced foul. They seem set. 3-2 coming, and he missed ball 4 to load the bases. So a hit trailing tonight, but they've won 11 in a row. Julio Rodriguez was at the plate when Bassitt picked Eugenio Suarez off second base to end the top of the first. Rodriguez 0 for 4 last night. 21-year-old phenom trying to get his feet wet. And he takes a strike. Mike Ford on deck, and then Steven Souza in the second for Seattle. And the fastball right down the middle for strike 3 call. It always works out that way. Has had to make tough calls at second and at third, both of which have already been overturned. Ford made his Mariners debut last night, the former Yankee. He takes a changeup outside 1-1. 90 wins last year. They were hoping maybe this would be the year. There's a curveball that drops in for a strike at 70 miles an hour. Crowd loves that. Professional sports. It's been 21 years. And the fastball got the outside corner. Set him up with the curve. Bassitt is ready to work at a rapid clip. And Souza yanks the first one foul. 0-1. National. Got in on the hands with that slider, and he fouls it off, and it's 0-2. Just sent Jared Kelenic down yesterday. 0-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball. And Chris Bassitt's right now. And Torrens takes one below the knees for ball 1. Batsman, couple of walks, got himself out of it with a pickoff. And then proceeded to strike out the side of the second. So he's getting signs and throwing at a rapid pace now. Good.
And by when I
A little under the radar. And the curveball just missed. 3-2. I mean, with all the high-profile signings the Mets made with Scherzer and Marte and on and on. Little looper into center field, and Torrens has a base hit leading off in the third. There's the first hit for the Mariners tonight.
What it's like to actually watch your son on a big league mound, and especially surrounded by your friends like this.
It's unbelievable. Everybody here to support him. It's just been absolutely amazing. Amazing.
George, there are a lot of talented kids.
Chad Charney, Mike Kennedy, Robbie Huffstetler. I'll give you all the names now. Sean McGrath. These are the guys who kind of got him to this point.
Show. It was unbelievable.
And
absolutely incredible.
He was crying. He was crying. We were all crying, the three of us.
11 o'clock. Thank you. Thanks so much.
All right, guys, back to you.
And thanks, Steve, and thanks to George and Linda for sharing a moment of their time on what obviously is very emotional. On France 0-2 after striking out Frazier. And he just missed with a slider, 1-2.
interesting what France does with his bat, as
Who did that for years, named Edgar Martinez. It's a pretty good role model.
yeah.
And a check swing, and it's fouled at the plate, a foul ball. Zeke up and turned a double play for Scherzer last night. And the curveball lined into center field for a base hit. So France able to reach for one and poke it into center. And the Mariners have two men on.
Two soft hits up the middle. Bat go that can go with one hand.
There's Crawford. And he takes the cutter inside ball one. So let's see if. And the curveball hooked foul. Will make it into the. Grounded down to first. Dom will take the play in front of him, and that's all he'll get.
Yeah, he
Just hit too slowly.
you always have a thought, can I get that lead runner? Which
And first pitch curveball off the plate for ball one. Hit as many as 49 home runs in a season for the Reds. And that one's right in the corner for a. And that misses just outside. 2-1. There haven't been many,
but for a long time.
And the slider bends in for a walking Suarez. And he goes to the slider and gets him looking. Beautiful. Rodriguez and Mike Ford to follow against Bassitt. And Winker first pitch swinging, fouls off a fastball, 0-1.
Oh no, I got water here.
I mean, do you prefer Ludens or Smith Brothers?
Smith.
1-1 to Winker, and he swings and misses. And a good cutter from Bassitt. 1-2 coming to Winker, and he fouls back that cutter. Jesse Winker and Eugenio Suarez a few winters ago. 1-2 coming, and the curveball sails up and away. That was not as intended. 2-2 coming to Winker, and he hits it on the ground into the shift, and there's Lindor to field it. 1 out. So 1 out and nobody on. Julio Rodriguez coming up, and we check.
Super Bowl run with the Bengals a year ago.
Yeah, you know, the culture and just talking to all the guys, right? You know, buying in, the way they're talking to me, and then now just being there for a couple of months now, it's just you can see it coming to life. So it's amazing. There's no bad players, no matter how many times someone's gonna like belittle you on Twitter saying you're not good, right? So like everyone's the next game is gonna be like, oh man, well now we're bad, we're not good, we're not gonna win the next game. You go into a little bit of slump. It's like, all right, well, guys are killing it right now, and you know it's gonna trickle over for us as well.
Mike Ford grounds out to end the inning. So, well, I jumped the gun here a little bit. CJ, can you
off Suarez to end the first, and since then has been fairly cruising. Gets a comeback on the first pitch he throws to Souza in the 5th inning. 1 pitch, 1 out. Full have to be pleased with what they saw. Here's Luis Torrens, who had a base hit his first time up, and he takes a strike from Logan Gilbert, whom the Mets will not see in this series. And they have several other prospects that they are just flexing in the Mariners clubhouse today. He looks like a different guy. He's thriving in Seattle with Flexen and Paul Sewald. Did you see some of the comments from Sewald last night?
Multiple innings, and just let him out to hang dry, and they wore him out.
Give into that second and third jam. And Torrens takes ball 4. A couple of close pitches.
Just doing something different, exhaling, loving the game again. It changed everything, allowed him to have a different outlook, and when he came back,
it was really a life-changing experience, he said. Shallow center. Nimmo comes in and retires Adam Frazier for the second out. And Chris Bassitt rolling right along with the 3-0 lead. Came into the ninth. Here's Ty France. And throws a fastball by him. France reached for. Here's the 0-2. He tries to go the other way and fouls it off. In fact, I would think that's 2 with Torrens at first. And France wouldn't chase the curveball, and it's 1-2. There are Rangers, A's. 1-2 coming off the plate. Couldn't get him to chase, and it's 2-2. 2-2 coming to France. And he taps that one foul. 2-2 coming off the plate. So after getting ahead 0-2, unable to put away France. 2 out. And France hits one sharply. McNeil can't snag it, and it goes into right field. Torrens will go to third. It was a hard hit ball, but a play that it looked like McNeil was there to make. They're tying run at the plate in a 3-0 game. And Crawford takes the first pitch cutter for a strike. Philadelphia. Up and in to Crawford, a ball and a strike. They're your National League ERA leaders. Pablo Lopez pitched another gem last night for the Marlins. And the curveball sits high to Crawford. 2-1. And Crawford fights off a fastball, and it's 2-2. Third, France at first with 2 out. And Crawford lines one toward the gap in right center. Racing back is Nimmo. He'll get there to make the catch. And that retires the side. And also moved to Texas each year after a big year in Toronto. First pitch by Bassitt drills Eugenio Suarez as we start the 6th. Oh, we had another photo to show you. This guy.
Well,
only the best player in the game.
I've only seen him once out west.
Well, they've got 2 of them coming up.
Yes, they do.
First, they've got Colorado and San Francisco. And then, as you make a lot of extra trips to the West Coast. And Bassitt finds the inside corner with a changeup. 1-2 coming to Winker. And curveball line toward the middle. Past a diving Lindor and into center field. Into second goes Suarez. So Winker got on the curveball and banged it up the middle just beyond Lindor's reach. Julio Rodriguez. And the first pitch curveball swung and missed. So after giving up a hit on the curveball, he went right. And Bassitt picks off the outside corner. A little bit more in sync. And Rodriguez strikes out on the curveball. Out. And changeup misses inside. No. Hitter can see that, you know. Which means that the runner at second base. 1 to Ford. He's 0 for 4 in this series. And that curveball drops in for a strike, and it's 1-2. 1 to Ford. He's 0 for 4 in this series. And that curveball drops in for a strike, and it's 1-2. 1-2 coming to Ford. And that one drops low and inside. 2-2. Might well be Bassitt's last batter. 2-2 to Ford. Got him looking. Backdoor cutter. Hit a comebacker at the plate. Made a circus catch and dropped a fly ball in the outfield. And he fouls off the first pitch changeup. 0-1. Hurries that fastball outside, and it's 1-1. Imagine. 1-1 to Souza, and the curveball swung and missed. And he has had 1-2 coming to Souza. Curveball hit to left, falling fast, and it drops for a base hit. Around third, Suarez. He'll come in to score, and the Mariners are on the board.